Before this video starts in earnest, allow me to extend special congratulations to the state of South Dakota, whose governor today signed into law constitutional carry. Welcome to the club, South Dakota. Enjoy those freedoms. The anniversary of Parkland is just a few weeks away, and no doubt that gun control enthusiasts are just eager to celebrate it. Yay, failure of political correctness! Yay, failure of gun-free zones! Yay, failure of those that gun control thinks are only qualified to carry guns in public, and for demonstrating to the rest of us that they are not required to protect us. They failed miserably trying to push this topic on us this time last year. Do you think they learned anything? Maybe come up with some better research and reporting? According to U.S. News and World Report, school shootings are up dramatically. $500 deaths! 500! By now, you should be getting a good idea as to what sort of questions to ask whenever gun control propaganda shoves studies in your face. The first of which, can you see the study for yourself? And fortunately, the CDC has made their study publicly available as opposed to being hidden behind a paywall. And it tells us it found 514 deaths. But what qualifies as such? Cases include incidents where a fatality occurred, 1, on a functioning public or private primary or secondary school campus in the United States, 2, while the victim was on the way to or from regular sessions at such a school, or 3, while the victim was attending or traveling to or from an official school-sponsored event. Now, the Zelman partisans also decided to have a look at this study because we gun rights folk are interested enough in gun issues to read not only what our side has to say about the issues, but also what the other side has to say. It's one of the big differences between the two camps. TZP is more scrutinizing about what a school shooting is because, let's face it, the sort of thing that sets this issue off again in the news cycle is something that happens on a school campus during school hours. And TZP calls them out for having only a little more than half of their recorded incidents qualify as such. In doing so, TZP correctly identifies gun control's tactic of indulging in stat inflation, which is obliquely admitted to by the CDC in this report in the footnotes, where it says, although all incidents in this study involved school-age youths, some youths might not have been enrolled as students in a school, but it didn't keep them from using them as padding. And frustratingly enough, the CDC did not include a list of the incidents that it used for this study, which makes it hard to validate. But I will be gracious towards them, even including all the shootings that they list, because the numbers given is already unimpressively low for a national statistic, especially when you account for the time frame. 1994 to 2018. 25 years. 514 into 25 years yields about 20 to 21 deaths per year, which makes an already unimpressive number even less impressive. And when you look at the number of youths aged 5 to 18 that are in this country as a whole, that number gets even less impressive still. Now, data from the CDC tells us that we have about 57 to 58 million youths within that age range from the years 1999 to about 2017. And I think we can probably safely assume that from the years 1994 to 1998, it was about 56 million on average, yielding a total average of about 57 million students within that age range in a given year. 21 individuals out of 57 million. That's like less than 0.04%. Here's another data point that all of them decided not to look into in the interest of giving this an overall sense of perspective. The CDC report says that it found 431 incidents. Now, over a 25-year period, that means about maybe 17 incidents in a given year on average, which is close to something that another person reported on about this time last year. And so when you take a look at the big picture, you see that it is nowhere near the huge national crisis that gun control propaganda wants to make it out to be. And certainly not worthy of the sweeping measures that gun control wants to enact in its policies to prohibit access to guns. And this winds down season 4. Like with other seasons, I am going to be taking an entire month off from posting videos, but I will still continue to post stories and comment on the Facebook page. So until then, keep proving gun control myths false, because we are the 99.7% that don't do what they think we do.